To many, the greatest heavyweight boxing clashes were the amazing Muhammad Ali against Smoke and Joe Frazier, or even the recent coming together of Lennox Lewis and the malevolent Mike Tyson. But those contests were gentle compared to the 19th century bare fist battles between Bendigo and Ben Comte to be champion of England. Bendigo from Nottingham was the greatest sporting legend of the time, described in the journal Bell's Life as being as quick as a cat and deadly as a rattlesnake. Ben Comte from Hucknall was indeed Big Ben, a real Goliath by the standards of the day, and a celebrated prize fighter. Now this is where our story begins, because this is the birthplace of William Thompson, the extraordinary Bendigo, and would you believe it, the house where he was born is now an estate agent's. It used to be one of the roughest parts of Nottingham. Author J.P. Bean has just written a book on the life of bold Bendigo.
He was an all-round athlete. He was a runner. He was a cricket player. He went to badger baiting evenings. He was involved in cockfights. And one of his great claims to fame was that with his left hand he hurled half a house brick 114 yards here across the Trent.
If Bendigo was famous, his supporters were infamous. They were a gang called the Nottingham Lambs, and they were ready for the slaughter. They carried clubs and cudgels, they called their twigs, and exerted their influence on events of the time.
The Nottingham Lambs were a group of considerable ruffians. They used to turn out at elections. They were mainly coming along to support various candidates, and they loved the fight that would go on here in the marketplace where all the elections took place, the voting took place, and there was plenty of scope for getting to people who were voting the wrong way.
Bendigo was born and buried in Nottingham. Ben Comte's resting place is in Hucknall. Next week, find out what happened when Bendigo met Big Ben in 3 epic bare-knuckle brawls over 190 rounds.